good evening and a happy Tuesday to you. So, a few of you on already. Hello, hello, hello. It's so nice to see you all on here. I am really, really pleased to be here with you this evening. No particular special reason. I'm just really happy to be live with you all. I'm still feeling buzzing from being at Avebury yesterday. So let's see who we've got. Sonia, hello to you, my lovely. Hello, Alexandria. Dawn, hello. Pat, Linda, Lauren. Oh, hello, hello. Les, hello. Emily, hi. Michelle, Trudy, hi, Sam, Pat. Oh, so it's lovely to have so many of you on already. I've got a few bits to talk about tonight, so we'll do like the usual. We'll do some cards in a little bit, then I'll show you what's going on at the minute, and then those of you that know well, I don't even really need to say it, but towards the end of the live we will do my it's not so much a rant this evening, it's more about like a topic, but I suppose I'll probably get into some sort of rant. I always do, but it's good fun. Natalie, yes, Avebury. I am 20 minutes away from Avebury, so I'm not very far. Mile-wise, I'm not sure, but about 20 minutes. So I was there yesterday at Avebury doing some children's meditation sessions on behalf of the National Trust, which is really, really lovely to do. But I do go to Avebury quite a lot. Anyway, there you go. Sam knows what I'm talking about. Sam's in it for the rant. There you go. Oh, we've got Claire has just messaged me. Oh, I shall just message her back. Lovely. Okie dokie. So how are we all doing? Let me know how your week is going so far. If you have got small ones at home on the holidays, do let me know. I'm hoping that my connection holds out. If it does get a bit dodgy, do just pop a comment in and let me know that it's either you can't hear me or I've frozen or whatever's going on, and we'll see where we go. So this evening I've got a few bits to show you with kind of the website and what's going on. I've got a few bits on the shop, very exciting. Alex, hello. There you go. Lauren's in it for the rant as well. Lauren is loving the rants. So yeah, this evening actually it's my topic. I'm not going to tell you too soon, but it's about something on Netflix that I've been watching the past couple of days, and it brought up like a topic that I thought actually, I would like to discuss. So Lauren's taken up a new hobby. Ooh, do tell. So if anyone in the comments wants to share anything, if anything has been going down, I want to know. Alex, you got it. Oh yes. Oh, amazing. They're good, aren't they? They just smell so good, and you can use them. Lauren, how did you know? Lauren, how did you know this? You are just so tuned into me at the minute. Yeah, Alex, you can use them as foot soaks as well, which is really, really lovely. Natalie, 2 teenagers, 2 under 11 and 2 new puppies. Wow. So Michelle, ragged. Yes, so Lauren, you are right. Yes. But I'm going to save that for a little while, because it might get a bit obviously we're on at 9 o'clock anyway, so it's fine, but we'll do a little bit first before we get into that topic. But I'm just really, really thrilled to have you on here. I have got my cards with me this evening, so we've yeah, I'll be doing some of them very, very shortly for you. I will probably on an hour and a bit, I'd say, tonight, but I never like to prejudge, because I'll just kind of hang out until it feels good. Pat, no, that is okay. To be honest, Derek's page this morning was so busy. There was so many comments coming through. I was struggling to keep up with them all. So it was good. But it was very, very busy this morning. New hobby is diamond painting. Oh, I've seen them. They look really good. You will have to post some up and let me see. You have to send some pictures through. Michelle says she's 8 and doesn't stop. Yes. So Imogen is 8 in a few weeks. And yes. Yeah, I know that feeling. Magdalena, hello to you, my lovely. How are you doing? So yeah, talking of birthdays. So August is my birthday month, and I've got some plans and whatnot. And I really want to think of something that I can kind of do or put out there kind of on the page, or maybe as like a special offer or something that that's kind of like a little birthday celebration for me that you can kind of join in on. So I'm thinking on that one. Not quite there. Could you? That was on a call. Ah, that's all right. Ah, so Alex, no, I am a Virgo. Which comes as a surprise actually, because I'm not very organized. However, I do like things to be how they should be. I'm very particular. So I am a Virgo sun, Virgo rising, and I'm a Sagittarius moon. So Sagittarius moon explains a lot. So I've got double Virgo. Alex, yeah, it really does. So I was meant to be a Leo. I was due, I can't remember exactly what day I was due, but my mum went over with me, and then equally Imogen was meant to be born on the 19th. That's when she was due, and she held out to the 31st. So we are both Virgos. Got the conditioner. Oh, let me know how you get on with it. Let me know what you think. So lots of because I think, have you got curly hair as well? Am I right in remembering? So apparently the ingredients and whatnot are good for curls. So it'll be interesting to know. Pat's seen something. Oh, I'm intrigued. So last year I'd been quite quiet on Facebook for a while, and then I kind of burst onto the scene and met the Lengro crew and was working with them, and it was amazing. And last year for my birthday, I had the most amazing online birthday party, and it was so wonderful. It was for my 30th, and it was lovely. I absolutely loved it. So this year for my birthday, I will be away, and just a little like UK holiday. Gracie, hello to you. Dawn's a Virgo as well in September. Ooh, Michelle's daughter's a Virgo. Natalie, yeah. Oh, Aries rising. Ah, yeah. So it's us Virgos. It's funny though, because sometimes I don't relate with some of the Virgo stuff, and then other times I'm like, yeah, that's me. Joanne, thank you very much. Do you know, I had quite a lot chopped off earlier this year. I probably had it cut to about there, and it was like I had about 6 inches off it, so it's coming back, and I've had it redone. It looks a lot brighter and more vibrant in the daytime, and if I'm being completely honest, it's not as bright as it normally is because I've got a shitload of dry shampoo in it. But there we are. There is one of my confessions for the evening. Got curly hair, try out products. Oh, yes. Well, let me know how you get on with it for the curls, and how you do. So lots of you talking about your sun signs. And actually, so some of you know that I do the color and chromotherapy masterclasses, and I am in 2 minds whether to launch one to put it out there for August. So last time I did one, I did have it in my diary for August, and then I was like, I don't know if there's enough interest there over the holidays. But one of the things I talk about in the masterclass is the color associations with the sun signs, like with the zodiac signs and colors, and what those colors mean for you. And that is a lot of what goes into the color charts that I do. So let's have a look. Nix, hello to you, my lovely. How are you? Alex had beautiful long hair to your hips and cut to your ears. Wow. I can't imagine you with long hair. Wow. Do you know, funnily enough though, so before I had the kids, I had like a very, very short haircut. So like round the sides were almost shaved, and I had like this fringe. I'd either like curve it like back so it was like a big poof, or I'd have it like forward and across, and it was like a dark red color. And then for a little while, when it was in fashion, like back in 2008 2009, I had it really short on this side and then like cropped, like it come round. Do you remember that style when it like was short and everyone had it, and then you had the little like plaited headbands, and I was cool. Said jokingly. Jules, hello to you, and thank you so much for joining us. Oh, Pat, you're I'm excited to see what color, and you've had the chop as well. Amazing. So Michelle, 27. No way, you are not old enough, Michelle. 20. Wow, that's incredible. Wow. Elaine, hello to you, my lovely. How are you? So it's so nice to have a good group of you on as well. It's really, really lovely. So we're just having a little hangout and a chat, and then I am going to do some cards in a bit, and then I will get to the topic of this evening. But yeah, so yesterday I was at Avebury, and I managed to, in my little lunch break, I didn't get as far as Elements, but I did go to the Henge shop, and I always get quite drawn to the books lately. And I was chatting to the ladies in my soul circle. What? Michelle, wow, you look so good for it though. You're really good for it. So yeah, I was talking to the ladies in the soul circle last night and was saying about the books that I'd got, and they're upstairs because I took them to bed with me. But very, very pagan, very Celtic vibes coming through. So I'm feeling into that, seeing where that takes me, and really drawn into that Celtic side of me. So those of you that know, even though I don't sound it, like I do say that I am Scottish, even though I don't sound it at all, unless I speak to my mum or my grandma or someone else that has a very, very strong Scottish accent, it tends to come out. But there we are. Magdalena at 50%. Wow, yes. Yeah, do you know, I've never, when it's been long, I was too scared to get like the side shaved, even though, to be honest, I very rarely, like I never wear it, like, it feels a bit weird like that. I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, I'm very much always ran to the side, but I don't think that I could have it shaved, no. But before, when it was short, it was literally like not a lot there, and then it come round, and then I just had this long sweeping fringe. I think there might actually be a picture of me I posted a few months ago on here, along with one of my story posts of me looking like that. And yeah, because I started off, I had it blonde, and then I went like a dark red, and then it was like almost black. What's the worst zodiac? It depends. They've all got their pros and cons, but I think when you're answering that question, depending on what your own zodiac is, will probably differ to your answer on that one. So I don't know. I don't want to use the word worst, but Scorpios are pretty fiery, and so any Scorpios out there, let me know what you're like. What is your personality like? Let's pop it in the comments. Lauren's a Scorpio. There we go. Sonia's 60, colours yours to hide the grey. Why not? Why not? Tell you what though, a lot of people are going grey gracefully, and it's suiting them, and it's looking really, really good. Elaine, Torian. So my son and my brother, they Taurus is their sign as well. Lauren's best. There you go. Belinda's a Capricorn. Michelle's mum's a Scorpio. Pat's brother's a Scorpio. Yeah, quite a few Scorpios. They are really, really fiery, and they like to do what they want to do. Oh, Lauren, no, you're a Cancer. Oh, right. I thought you were saying. I was going to say, yeah. So Lauren's a Cancer. Linda's a Leo. Alex, Capricorn's the worst. My mum's a Capricorn. Sonia's a Cancer. Linda's Leo. Amanda, there you go. So see, mirroring what I said there. So when I said it would depend. So Amanda is the lady that you want to talk to about the star signs and whatnot. Amanda is an amazing astrologer. So I think Amanda's going to have to come and do a live chat with us when she's feeling brave enough and talk to us all about astrology and maybe a bit of human design as well. So Amanda is a good lady to know for all of your astrology and your star signs and whatnot. So Amanda, if you want to pop your link in, please do. Yeah, Sam's a stubborn old bull. Sam's a Taurus. Pat's an Aries. Emily's got Scorpio rising. Your mum's a Taurus. Look, just this, yeah. Amanda, when you're ready, there is a space. Belinda, I will do. Also, there is healing energy sent out in the soul circle. I don't know if you got that one, but I will send some out collectively again. Harpreet, hello, how are you? It's so nice to see you on here. So shall we get going? Sonia, you read my mind, so I will pull you up. I was literally going to say, shall we pull some cards? So Sonia, I will do yours first. Oh, goodness me. So one of my good friends is a Scorpio as well, and I do love her to bits. So there's not necessarily a bad sign. It's just kind of, it depends what your sign is, but also there's pros and cons for each of the signs. So, and I'm not going to say that I know all of them, because I'm not. I'm very far from being an astrologer. I've got kind of fairly limited knowledge. I know more about the colours associated with the signs rather than the actual signs themselves. Let's have a look. Okie dokie. So, Sonia, let's see what we've got. So I will do a few. Oh, Sonia, you have got pentacles and a sword. Whew. Okay, so you've got the 4 pentacles in reverse. You have got the 10 of pentacles in reverse there as well. And then you've got the 9 of swords in reverse. So looking at this for you, I feel like there's almost... things have felt a bit busy. And I want to go back to round about kind of April for you, round about Easter time, and maybe anything that was going on there that meant you were quite stressed or things were feeling a bit uneasy. Trudy, okie dokie, I will catch you shortly. Yeah, anything that was making you feel uneasy. However, I feel like moving forward, especially as we move into September and October, I'm feeling like for you, Sonia, things for you are becoming a bit easier, a bit more manageable, especially where finances are concerned and where your emotional and mental well-being is concerned there as well. I do feel like things are beginning to come together. And I feel like I want to say, if things feel like they've fallen apart, it's because they've kind of pulled back the layers to reveal what's there. So then you can piece back together the bits that you want, the bits that you need. So what I would say for you, my lovely, is indulge in a bit of self-care. I think you deserve it, because it looks like you've been taking on a lot the past few months. And anything that's been resting heavy on your mind is going to not necessarily ease, but it will become more manageable. And I'm feeling like your mentality is going to become a lot more positive, especially from September, and that will go into bringing more positive opportunities round about October. Trudy, I will hang on with a rant till you're back. So Sonia, hopefully you can take that, and that kind of carries you forward over the next couple of months. Let's have a look, see who else we've got. Gracie's kind of listening, doing paperwork. That is cool. Just pop me in the background. I'll just chat away and be here, whatever any of you are doing. Okie dokie. So Emily, I'm going to come to you next. So I may not be able to do everyone, but I will do as many as I can. So I did quite a lot on Derek's earlier, and I was feeling a little bit burnt out. So I'm not going to overload myself with doing cards tonight. Obviously, the cards is a little part of what I do here in the evenings, but otherwise, oh goodness me, I'm just here for the social chat, really. Okie dokie. So Emily, my lovely, you've got the Page of Cups in reverse. You've got the 7 of Cups in reverse, and then you've got the Ace of Pentacles also in reverse. Sonia, thanks so much. This is if you read my mind. Oh, bless you. You are very, very welcome. So Emily, for you, what I'm seeing here is things seem like they've gone a little bit backwards, or they've come to a standstill. I feel like for you, July seems like it didn't turn out as you'd expected it to, or as if you, Alex, I'm just laughing at your comment. I know, I will wake up. I will. Yeah, Emily, I feel like July maybe didn't bring everything that you hoped it would. And I'm seeing here that either finances are maybe tied up, or there's some sort of plan that's not solidified, it's not come to fruition. And I'm feeling like here that communication is a must. I feel like there is I say communication's a must, like correct communication is a must, making sure you're talking to the right people. So I feel like communicating with anyone that's kind of about may not be so beneficial. I feel like making sure you're talking to the right people that can help facilitate the change that you need. And I'm feeling like perhaps there's maybe either waiting on answers, or answers have been given that aren't exactly as you would have liked them to be. So just taking out, you've got the Page of Swords in reverse and the 10 of Wands also in reverse. But looking at this one, I feel like for you, don't give up, okay, is what I want to say. I feel like the results that you want and everything that's kind of you're trying to put in place, I've got October here. Oh, goodness me. Oh, sorry. October here is looking good for me. Don't give up. I feel like it might just be a bit of a delayed process, or maybe just being a bit tedious, taking longer than it needs to. But anything that you're holding out for, any change, any projects that you're hoping to get off on the ground, anything like that, I feel like just kind of doing any backstage kind of stuff or any little extra bits to take you nearer to where you need to be, and see how you get on. I've got my right arm's gone really like achy there as well. I'm just like, don't know if that's you, Emily, or who that is, but I'm really feeling that in there. Okie dokie. Oh, Michelle, he's asleep on the chair. Oh, Amanda, I think so. To be honest, I was a bit snoozy before. Oh dear me. I was going to say I should have got a coffee before I started, but I drink decaf, so it's not going to make much of a difference. Oh goodness. Okay, so let's have I'm going to see who stands out. Okay, right, Natalie, I'm going to pull for you, lovely. So I'm just going to scroll down the list. Pat, you've got a sore right arm. Okay, it's kind of like an ache. You know, like if you've been punched in the arm, it's like, oh, it feels like heavy. So I'm going to scroll down the list, and I probably won't get to everyone, if I'm being completely honest with you. I'll do the ones that I'm really most drawn to, but I am going to have to, like, because I'm feeling that tired, and I don't want to give you a half-assed shit reading. Oh Jesus. Because I could just do reading after reading after reading, but I'd get tired. Your readings would be shit, and then that wouldn't reflect on me very well, and you wouldn't get the best out of me. So I will limit myself. Yes, it's worse when you stretch it. There you go. Emily, you pulled your right shoulder. Ah, there you go. That's what that is then. Makes sense. You are very welcome, and thank you very much. Right, so Natalie, for you, a new job. Nervous as you're not qualified for it. Right, okay, so this okay, so you've got the Knight of Swords, you have got the Ace of Wands in reverse, and you've got, surprise surprise, the Death card. So obviously the Death card coming in, it does bring that new transition. However, looking at your Knight of Swords here, I'm seeing that you are either a quick learner or that you will learn the skills that you need to quite fast. I don't know if you can see there, but the onwards and upwards, clutching onto the book, like taking charge, and it's all moving in the right direction. The only thing I'm seeing here is with this Ace of Wands, where it's in reverse, it's this new transition is coming up. But I don't know if there's a sense of delay, or if maybe you're feeling like a delay for you, or I don't know. It feels like there's a slight recoil, and I don't think it's that nervousness that I'm getting there for you. It's almost there's something in there that you're like, oh, I don't know, and you're just kind of like talking yourself out of it a little bit. But what I'm seeing here, as I say, I'm seeing that growth for you, and I feel like it's something that you will catch on to so quickly that you can become qualified within the job, and then I can see you taking it further up. But what I want to say to you is I feel like this is something that you should have been doing a long time ago. And even though you say you're not qualified, I feel like this is something that's kind of, whatever it's moving into, if it's not directly this, it's going to facilitate you moving into something further up that you can, that's like going into like soul purpose territory, really like doing what you're meant to be doing. So just kind of jump in, go with it, and just roll with it. You will get the knack of it. Do not be nervous at all, because everything is looking good for you there. I think you just need to just go with it. Just be yourself. Don't kind of hold back either, because obviously they gave you the job because you are you. So just be your wonderful self, and it will all work out wonderfully. Okay, Michelle, I know it's like Pringles, isn't it? Once you pop, you can't stop. Right, I'm going to scroll up. Right, Alexandria, where have you gone? I feel like I need to come to you. Okay, where have you gone? Right, Alexandria, if you pop a comment on, and I will pull some cards for you, lovely. And then I'm just going to scroll through and see what comes out. Sam, yes, everything happens for a reason. Absolutely. Okay. Right, so Alexandria, I've got for you, you've got the Ace of Swords there, you've got the Nine of Swords, and also the Ace of Pentacles. So what I'm feeling here, again, tired. Oh, right, there you are. Okay, yeah, there is a transition coming up. However, I feel like it's good coming out of a bad situation. So if there's anything bad or negative that's happened recently, I feel like this is the good to come out of it. And also with the Nine of Swords there, looking at your kind of your emotional well-being, I'm seeing you releasing from this, like moving forward. It's like you're moving through a phase, and I'm seeing you moving into more financial stability, but also just feeling like you're very much a lot more stable. Also what I'm seeing here is that there are really, really strong female connections around you, and I feel like you should use that to your advantage, because there is wonderful women and females around you that are there to support you, but I feel like a lot of the time you're giving that support to them. So just allow yourself to receive as well. I feel like during this kind of time of transition and moving into a new phase and letting go of things that no longer serve you, you need to give yourself permission to rest upon those people that are closest to you, and to maybe take them up on their offers of giving support, giving any help. But I'm seeing for you, as you move into September, I'm really feeling your confidence is coming back, your self-expression, and you're really kind of feeling into you as you should be. It's like you're finding your spark again. So that is looking really, really good. I'm liking that. The Gracie, sorry. Jules, yes, it will do. I always get really passionate and like full of energy when I do that. I might need to nip off and grab a drink of water actually, just to wake me up. Oh. Good. Natalie, you are very, very, very welcome. Wow, I am so snoozy. I did not feel tired before I come on either. I felt a bit like, obviously after doing Derek's earlier, I did a lot of readings, and it was very much like bam, bam, bam. The energy was like so up, and from being at Avebury yesterday as well, I was just so, I felt like I was supercharged. So it's kind of like I've gone hell for leather this morning, and now I'm just like, oh. And obviously normally on a Tuesday night I do yoga, and then I come live straight after a yoga class, and I didn't go tonight because Mark had to stay on at work. Normally he comes back and stays with the kids while I go out, and then he goes back out to work, because he literally works like 300 yards down the road. So yeah, it works. So I haven't even done my yoga, so I haven't been like energized, and I haven't got my flow going. Amanda, where did you do Derek's online? So Derek's, me and the rest of the team is literally on Derek Akora's Facebook page. So we log on there. So his wife Gwen manages the page and set up the Friends of Derek Akora project, obviously in his name, in his memory, to create a legacy for Derek. And they do work supporting a charity called Pathfinder Dogs, and that charity supports trains German Shepherds to be sight dogs. So as a German Shepherd lover and owner myself, I can really vouch for what a wonderful charity it is. And obviously the money generated throughout the project, obviously all the stars coming in and whatnot, obviously goes towards the work that the team do, and then some of the proceeds do go, quite a large portion of the proceeds actually do go towards Pathfinder Dogs, which is really, really special, and it's a really nice way to keep Derek's memory alive. So, and I'm very, very humbled and honoured to actually be on Derek's page, because it's just kind of like, wow. I grew up watching Derek Akora on Most Haunted with Yvette Fielding, and that was kind of like my first miniature awakening. And I'd watch it, and that was like, yeah, I could feel it. I was just so into it, and growing up I was like, wow. And then now, like, kind of I'm on Derek's Facebook page, it's like, what the fuck? It is like absolutely crazy, and I'm so humbled and honored. It's crazy, but so good. So yeah, I'm on Derek's official Facebook page every Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. So yeah, I loved Most Haunted as well. I used to watch them all the time, and remember when they did the live ones, I used to love them. I was just, anything like that. I used to absolutely adore watching, like ghost hunters and stuff like that. And now I think I'm a bit of a wimp. I keep my energy very, very protected. So hence why I don't really do mediumship anymore either. And yeah, it's not a bad thing, but for me, because I've got fibro and arthritis and all of that, because my body physically hurts all of the time anyway. And like when I do readings, like you'll know from watching me, I feel into people's aches and pains. But then when you're working with spirit who've most likely passed over with lots of aches and pains, like I can physically feel it and it gets a bit much. So I just have to be like, oh, need to know my limits. So Amanda, curtain twitches, and was it? Yeah, I'm such a wuss. Considering all of the work I do, I'm an absolute wimp. Natalie, oh bless. I'd love German Shepherds though. Love a Cavapoo. Oh, I bet that is cute though. Oh, it's so sweet. So our German Shepherd Toby, he is 13 next month. Like crazy. And some of you will remember me like pouring my heart out to you all, like crying a couple of months ago, because we thought it was literally like that was him. That was his last few days. But he is still here. He's still woofing. He's still stinking. He's still floofing. And he actually does have an Instagram account. I haven't posted on there. Well, not me. He hasn't posted on there recently. But yeah, Toby does have an Instagram account. So if you're on there, look up Toby Floofer and you will find him. Our very handsome 13-year-old long-haired German Shepherd. I say long-haired, like he's not like the long, luscious, but he's got quite long hair for a German Shepherd. So animal spirits can say yes, absolutely, they can indeed. So yeah, I do like my doggies. Do you know, growing up, I was always a cat person, and I still do, like, because Toby is not an animal person, and he's not an animal dog. So he loves people, absolutely brilliant with people, but he's not great with other animals. So we said when the time comes and when we're ready, we will get a pup and a kitten together. And I'm dead set that I'm going to have a kitten called Avalon. However, Levi will argue that he wants a cat called Michael. Those of you that are fans of like the YouTube cat videos and whatnot, you might know Michael. He's like the grey cat with the orange eyes. Levi is absolutely besotted with him. But we have to have a female cat who's grey called Michael. So we'll see. We will see. Okay, doke. So let's get back to some... I do it now. Let's get back to doing some cards. Okay, so let's have a... Right, Nyx, I'm going to come to you, lovely. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, doke. So I might have to nip off in a second. Just grab a glass of water. Natalie never got used to a cat. So so we did have a cat. So we got Toby. He was a rescue. We got him when he was 5, and then we did get a cat. He was my baby. He was a black moggy crossed with like a... It looked like he was a black crossed with a Siamese. He was cross-eyed. He had like these big Yoda ears. He was really like slim and skinny like the Siamese are, and he was just so gorgeous. And then we moved out here, and he wanted to be outside, but we live like literally on the A338, which is the main A road, and I was taking him out on his lead and everything, and he was not happy. And I found a very lovely lady that gave him a home, and she had a brother for him as well. So for a little while I was a bit needy, so I used to like kind of hang out around that area and try and see him. But no, he's got a happy life now, which is good, and he can get out and about, and he can get out and play with his brother, and it's just lovely. But I love cats. So I had a cat called Whiskers. We had his mum, and then his mum had kittens, and they were born when I was 5, which he was one of them, and he lived right up until only a few years ago. So I think he made it to 21 or 22. So lovely. Alex has got 3 cats. Oh, and a lizard. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I could do a lizard. Nah. I don't know. Don't know how I feel about that. No. Any scales a bit something new. My grandma's watching. He was 22. There he is. So he's up there. He's on my memory board. I've got his picture. I've literally got like photo albums of him. He was the best boy. He was the best cat ever. Right, okay, next let's do yours. So I've got here for you, you've got the 10 of Swords, you've got the 4 of Pentacles in reverse, you've got the Ace of Cups in reverse, and then again in reverse, you've got the Magician. So looking at this, I feel like a transition is coming up, but it's a long time coming, or there's been delays, or it's being delayed. But what I'm seeing here for you actually is that this is happening. It's going to make you question what you're doing at the minute. So anything that you've been thinking of doing that's kind of been put on hold, or anything that you've been unable to do for one reason or another, whether it's your own reasons or whether it's out of your control, I do feel like there is another opportunity coming up for you. I want to go into October actually, but I feel like casting your mind back to kind of April, May time, I feel like something had come up and this is what you this was your plan as such, or it was kind of what was meant to be happening. But again, I feel like delays or something that's been a long time coming. It is coming, but just expect maybe a further more delays. But as I say, this is giving you chance and opportunity to really feel into what you're doing, because I feel like if you take time to stop and reassess, you might find yourself feeling towards a different direction, and that's okay. You don't have to stick to the plan as such. If you're feeling like you're called to do something else, then don't be afraid to change it, because I'm getting here there's a sense of going backwards, and I feel like if there's something that you want to revisit that you've done before, or maybe you started doing before, or it was even an idea before that you never actually got round to, maybe this is the time to look at doing that, because otherwise I feel like you're just going to fill up your time with something that's not feeling good to you. And I do feel like looking into this would be really beneficial for you. I'm just going to pull one more just to see what comes up. Okay, Page of Cups. I feel like this is to do with communication, or maybe teaching or sharing something. Maybe looking into that. And I don't know if you do anything like remotely that's connected with teaching, but I feel like you're sharing knowledge, you're sharing a skill, and this looks really, really special. And again, that form of communication is coming up. So as I say, take some time, mull over what you do and don't want to do, and see how it goes, because I feel like these delays are happening for a reason. Things are getting put off for a reason, whether it's you putting it off, whether it's like the powers that be. But I feel like this is your chance to kind of put a pin in it before you get too far down the line that you're too committed and you feel like you really can't turn back. So hopefully you can take that. Right, so I am going to go and grab a water. So in the meantime, I'm just gonna play a little something, so you're not like sat in silence and it's not really awkward. Let's have a look. Oh, I've got two. Okay, yes, I'm going to play this one for you. So those of you that are in my soul circle, you've got access to all of this already, but those of you that are not in my soul circle, this is for you. I'm going to nip off, grab a quick drink, but I'm going to play this. If you're not in the soul circle, then check this out. Also, the volume, there is music. It might come on a bit loud, so you might want to turn it down ever so slightly. But here you are. So there you have it. That was just the right amount of time. So that is access to my meditation library. And I'm going to do some more cards in a minute. I just obviously had to nip off and grab a drink. But that is if you're not in my soul circle, but you do want complete, like unlimited access to all of my meditations. Each one individually is worth £17 to buy it if you were to buy it on the website. But that is unlimited access for £12 a month at the moment. The price is going to go up. So it will be going up on Friday. It will be going up from £12 up to £22 a month. So if you do want to have access to that, obviously there's no membership attached to it, and there's no kind of commitment as such. It's there for you to use as and when you want to dip in and out, to use the meditations, and there for you to make full use of. And that will be added to, that will grow as the library grows. So the link is there. It's in the comments as well. So if you do want to check that out, give it a click and you can get set up. If you set up that by Friday, it is £12 a month. Otherwise, after Friday, it will be 22. So anywho, let me have a slurp and then I will get back to doing that. Amanda, thank you. Thank you very much. So I made it on Canva. So I'll make all of my own graphics, all of my own stuffs, and Canva's getting good lately. Canva's got some new features, which is really, really good and exciting. I will need to show you. Okie dokie. So let's get back to doing some cards. Sam, Balm for the Soul. Yes, we do. I will. Remind me, I will talk to you about Balm for the Soul straight after this. So this one's one that we've done before, but it's a good one. It's a really, really good one. Amanda can use it now. I'm glad. I am glad. Also, there's some new features on there as well, which is really, really exciting. And it links in with Aweber now as well, which is even more exciting. So, okay, so let's have right. I'm going to go to right, Katie. I'm going to come to you, see what comes up. Do keep your comments coming. Obviously, don't bombard me, but if you do want some cards, I'm not going to do loads, but I will do a few more, and then we'll get chit chatting because I'm not staying on too late tonight because I'm going to be shamelessly open and honest. I've got a Netflix show to finish off, but I'm going to talk to you about it before I go off and watch it. So, Alex, it is actually about this Netflix show. And yeah, I'm quite excited about this one. It's about the Netflix show, but there's like a deeper message in it. And I'm looking forward to chatting to you about that one. It's been brewing all day. Okay, so Katie. So you've got the Two of Cups here. You've got the Eight of Cups, and then you've got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So looking at this one here, what I've got for you is feeling into relationships. And I say relationships, whether it's romantic, whether it's friendships, whether it's like a family connection there. Alex, oh, it's not RuPaul, but I do love RuPaul. So what I'm feeling here is there needs to be better connection between you and someone in particular that is around you. I'm feeling like it's someone that you've got a lot of love and care for them. Again, but I don't know that this is a romantic relationship, but I'm definitely feeling that love and care. And what I'm seeing here is that you may be required to help and support them more so this month. But looking at the cards here, what I'm seeing is that it needs to be two-sided, and it's not a tit for tat and a you do this, I'll do that for you. It's there just because there's like this lovely bond between you both. However, I feel like there's a slight kind of feeling that it could become too much. Oh, well, I did this for you, so you have to do this for me. So I feel like for you need to make sure that you've got good boundaries in place, because I feel like if you're giving too much of yourself, then it becomes the normal and people will expect. But as well, I feel like looking at this one financially, I feel like being very careful who you're talking about your finances to or your financial situation, because again, I feel like there is connections there, which even though there is good social friendships and whatnot, I feel like there's some things that can be maybe said to someone else in the correct context, but this other person will twist. So just be very mindful of who you're talking to and what you're saying. Very careful about your words, and anything that you wish to remain private or that you don't want other people knowing about, just again, be very, very choosy with who you tell, because even if it's someone that you feel like you completely trust, it may be the case that they tell someone they feel like they can completely trust, and then everything blows up. But I do feel like someone in particular, just making sure you've got healthier boundaries there, and that even though you're there to support them and help them through what looks like it could be quite a hard time, just make sure that you're not doing too much and that the scales aren't tipping. You're not taking on too much and losing yourself in the process. Okie dokie. So that is for you, my lovely. Itchy nose. Oh, dear me. Let's have a look. Linda, yes, I will do a card for everyone that didn't get a reading. Absolutely. But also, those of you that are in the Soul Circle, I have been testing you because I haven't posted it on the group, but it has been going in the hub the past couple of weeks. So if you are in the Soul Circle, you can look into your hub, and you've got monthly and weekly guidance in your hub. So don't forget to check that out. If you're not in the Soul Circle, then too bad. I'm joking. I'm not a bitch. But no, if you're not in the Soul Circle, then yeah, then you'll have to wait until next time I open it up, because the Soul Circle is closed, but it is my absolutely amazing group, my tribe of incredible Soul Circle women who are in there for just because they're amazing. I'm not even going to brag about what it is, because it's closed and it's our little space. But if you didn't get in on the Soul Circle, but you do want access to those meditations, then you can get the meditation bundle. Amanda still can't access the hub. Okay, I'll reset your password once I come off here. I'm gonna write a thing. I'll reset your password and whatnot so you can log back in. Okie dokie. Trudy, simply the best. You are. Pat, there you go. Yeah, this will be you. You always give me your itchy nose. I'll best write down the whole message, because I don't know about any of you lot, but I write down half a note and then I read it and I'm like, well, that was meant to remind me of something, but I can't actually remember what it was meant to remind me about. So there you go. Okay, so I'm going to do I think I'm going to do 2 more cards, so no more comments. I'm just going to look back at what's already on there comment wise. Right. Right, Elaine, I'm going to come to you. And then Alex, yes. Oh, no. Okay, right, Elaine and then Alex. And then that is me for the evening, because I don't want to burn myself out. And I'm not staying on too late tonight, because I was up until 3 o'clock this morning. Netflixing. It's literally it's in my brain. So yeah, we'll get to that. Okay, so Elaine, for you, you've got the 2 of Swords in reverse. Then you've got the 6 of Cups also in reverse. And then you've got the Knight of Swords in reverse there as well. So looking at this one for you, I feel like it seems like a choice has been taken away from you, or you're feeling like you haven't got a choice. There's like a lack of options here, and things aren't feeling like they're very fun anymore. But I definitely need to pull more cards. These are, Elaine, how are you feeling right now? Are things a bit upside down, to put it in the best way? Alex, not saying, yeah, I know. I always stay late. Okay. Right. Okay, so Elaine, I've pulled for you the Ace of Cups in reverse and then Justice there as well. I feel like if you're moving through a bit of a difficult phase at the moment, I feel like you need to really acknowledge what's going on and not just try and like get through it with your head down. I feel like really kind of acknowledging it, taking it head on, and from there, opportunities will come. You may feel reluctant to move forward into them, and you also may feel reluctant to talk about like how you're feeling at the moment and what's going on with you. But what I'm seeing here is with Justice, I do feel like over the next, like from September, there'll be a slight shift. But what I'm seeing here is moving into next year, and I know it seems like a while away, But moving into next year, opportunities will come, new ideas, new opportunities, and it will come from a place of things that you maybe didn't expect, or maybe choices that you wouldn't have necessarily gone for. So anything that you're moving through at the minute, although it may be difficult, it may be quite hard or heavy or just stressful, or you're quite tired, see, this sounds really condescending and quite patronizing, and I don't mean it to be, but just see how you navigate it, see what you can learn from it, because I feel like come January there is definitely something here that will, like, in hindsight, when you look back, you can be like, right, okay, this makes perfect sense now. So I just want to kind of say, like, hang on in there, and just try and find the fun in the gaps, try and look for the good stuff in between, even if sometimes you feel like things are falling apart. Try and look for what you can put in there, like self-care coming in, connecting with those that are closest to you, seeing what's going on there. Do let me know in the comments that you can resonate with this, but I do feel like you do need a big boost. So even if it's just today at this moment, or even if you've been going through some stuff recently, I just want to send you some love, and just, if anyone else watching as well, just sending out some love. And if you want to receive that, just kind of open up to take it in. But things will get better, things will come very much come to light and make more sense. Okay, so that is for you, my lovely. Some of the programs can't wait to happen. Yeah, it is. Netflix is like, you get to the end and you're like, oh, okay, just one more, and then you get to the end and you're like, oh, okay, one more, and it is addictive. It's so addictive. Okay, right, Alex, let's come to you, my lovely, but let's all just ping some love through to Elaine. Okey-dokey. Right, okay, I noticed as soon as I said I'm not doing any more readings, the numbers literally dropped, but it happens every time. Oh, Elaine, bless you, sending so much love, and just not necessarily healing thoughts, but just positivity, and just sending through whatever it is that you need, and hoping that all the ladies will join me in sending that through for you as well. Okay, Alex, for you. Okay, what's going on with work wise? Oh, yes, I'm seeing it. I am seeing it. Ooh. Okay, I pulled 4 for you. You've got the Page of Cups, you have got the 10 of Pentacles, you've got the 8 of Pentacles, and then you've got the Chariot. So I feel like you're kind of, it's weird because it feels like you're questioning yourself, even though you know you've got the answer or you've made the right decision, but there's still that kind of question, oh, should I or shouldn't I? But do what you're doing, like stay on that path, do not stray from that path, like you're headed the right way. But I do feel like what I want to say to you, just don't be too quick to take too much on, because I feel like there'll be all this offers of stuff. Oh, can you do this for us? And like, oh, would you mind taking care of this and whatnot? And this month it seems like you've got a lot going on, so don't add more to the pile unless it's absolutely necessary, because I feel like otherwise you're just going to fuck yourself up a bit, and you can kind of do what you can do very well, rather than spreading yourself thin and just kind of doing it kind of okay. Like, just kind of keep what you've got rather than adding other people's stuff in, because then I feel like for you, managing it, like going well as it is from this month forward, I feel like looking at October, there's another shift. I feel like financially, I don't know if it's like a bonus comes through or a pay rise or something. I feel like there's a financial gain here, but it's like a long-term kind of one. So it's probably not a bonus. It's something long-term, maybe a pay rise or something to do with the role that you're doing, bringing in a bit more money. But what I've got here, though, is you being, I hate the word in charge, but having a team of people that you are, okay, let's just say in charge of, for want of a better word, because I feel like, and I'm feeling like a celebration there as well. So I do feel like kind of doing what you're doing now, doing it well, because by October there's either a promotion or there's like a more solid thing going on there, and especially financially there's a bit more. So this is looking good. Work wise, just kind of stick with what you're doing, don't feel guilty, don't let anyone sway your opinion and what to do, because things are going the right direction. But I do feel like there's a bit more responsibility coming for you work-wise, and that you'll have to manage a team. So there we go. Hopefully that makes sense, or if it doesn't quite make sense, that it's giving you some inspiration. So there you are. Okie dokie. So Levi's chatting away to himself. So before I do go on to my chitty chat, Alex, I'm just reading yours. Yeah, so that's it. Yes, good. You are very, very welcome. I am glad. Okie dokie. So also down the bottom, you'll visit the shop at anavare.co.uk. There is lots in the shop, and actually, fuck it, yeah, I'm going to show you the shop because there's things in there that I want you to see. So last week we were chatting, and suggestions were given. So I have taken heed and have gone with it. So let's take a look. Okay. So where have we gone? There we are. Okay. So going down into clothing. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. We have got, okay, so we've got the 3 t-shirts there. One of them being modeled by me right now. And then you've got a long sleeve inner she t-shirt, and we've got an inner she hoodie. Whoop whoop. Okay, so Sarah, hello. Nice to have you on. You've joined at the right time. So looking at these, you've got, because Trudy, I know you were asking about the long sleeve, so we have got that for you. So color, you've got black, navy, maroon, or red. So black one, navy, and they're quite like thick, comfy ones. Maroon, and then you've got the bright red there as well if you want to stand out. So, and then size wise, they go from extra small right up to 2XL. So I wear a medium in these, and I'm a 14, and the medium has got a bit of room. So I'd say medium is probably about I'd say a 16, 14 to a 16 maybe. Yeah, probably 16. And then like the large would be like an 18 to a 20. Small would be like 10 to a 12. So they're really good, and they are 100% cotton, those ones. Then going back, because I know you're going to love these ones, Trudy. Yay! Yes, I knew, Alex, you would like the hoodie. So going down, let's look at the colours. So hoodie wise, you've got bad man's out there. Right, colour wise, the hoodies. So you've got black, navy, red, Irish green. I'm liking that one. I do like that one. You've got light blue, and we've got light pink. And then again, sizes. So these go from not extra small in these, but these go from small up to 3XL. So these ones are cotton and polyester, but they are super, super soft and nice and cozy in there as well. So, and they've got pockets. Always need a pocket. Always need a pocket. So that's them. Really, really excited to be showing them. Pat's ordered yours, waiting for it to come. Amazing. NFG hoodies yet? Oh, okay. I will get on the NFG hoodies. So the inner she hoodie is there, but the NFG one, I will get on the case. I will upload that this evening. I will get on it. But then you've got the t-shirts there, the can't pour from an empty cup, and then you've got unleashing my inner she. So those ones are there. And then obviously something else that I want to put out, because it is like beginning of the month, it's a good time for getting them if you want to, is the subscription boxes. So if you've not seen these yet, you can get a mini one, or you can get the regular one. And if you're in the Soul Circle, you do get a cheeky wee discount on these. So these ones are literally like a monthly subscription box, but they are a surprise box. So you will get a selection of esoteric, spiritual, and self-care treats in there. You could have a spell kit, to essential oils, to bath bombs, to bath salts, to candles, to sage, to whatever's there. So those ones are monthly ones. You've got the mini one, which you can get, which is £9, and you've got the regular one, which is 22. So these ones you can subscribe to each and every month, and they will come through. Obviously, it will go through automatically, and then it will just be sent out as and when. And they also come with monthly guidance in as well. They'll either be typed or they'll come with a QR code. Or if you're not feeling like you want to subscribe every month, or if you want one like to give gifts to someone, like a gift box, there are the mini self-care surprise boxes. So these are a one-off. So these are not a subscription. So you've got the mini one, which is £11. The medium is 22, or you've got the indulgent one, which is 44. So if you're feeling fancy and really want to treat yourself, or anyone else you want to treat, then these are there as well. So they're quite nice if you just want a once in a while treat. Otherwise, you've got the monthly ones. So that be them. Otherwise, there's not a lot new going on. Obviously, we've got all the Bath and Body stuff. Tarot and Oracle decks we've got going on, and the books. So yeah, we've got the Silver Witchcraft Tarot. I have got one pack in stock. One pack. Yes, I'm going away. So we are off to Weymouth at the end of the month. So looking forward to that. We're going with the kids for 7 nights. Nothing fancy, but it's just nice to have a week away. So I'm looking forward to that. I need some time away. So yes, so anyone that wants any treats and whatnot there. But yes, there's one Silver Witchcraft because some lucky so-and-so snapped one up earlier. So there's them. I'm not going to go through everything, but you've got as well, it's a Bath and Body. There's your shampoo and conditioner bars. There's your mini bath fizzers. There is your shower steamers, which are like bath bombs before the shower. You've got your floral water and tonics and your clay face masks, Himalayan bath salts. You've got soaps, which are hand cut soaps and are olive oil soaps. So they're really, really good for the skin, really hydrate. There's watermelon coconut herb grace, which is the main ingredient, that is rue, or there's propolis. You've got the bath bombs, which are infused with the bath potion salts. Bath potion salts as they are there. Special PMT, very, very good. And then you've also got aromatherapy, which is, you've got oils and whatnot. I'm just going to check back on the comments. Shampoo and conditioner bar, fabulous. Sam, yes, that will be you. Sarah, yay. So, yes, we've got, Pat's got yours, been sleeping on your pillow, fabulous. So, yeah, on here, you've got your aromatherapy. So we've got a selection of oils and oil blends. And then you've got your atomizers there as well. So you've got, for all budgets there, they are plug-in ones. And obviously they just obviously put a few drops of your essential oils in there and poof, and they come. So these two here, the grey marble one and the Oceana, they're glass. The other one, the Milan is like a nice plastic, and then nice plastic, contradicting words, but obviously it's a lovely looking little one. Palermo one is like a wood effect, which is quite lovely. So all those bits there you can check out. Obviously there's more on the shop. There's crystal sets. There is all the saging and smudging and all that malarkey, jewelry, singing bowls. Singing bowls good. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on there. So get on, check it out, see what's there, whatever takes your fancy. We've also got cord cutting kits here as well that come with the candles, the crystals, all the bits that you need for cord cutting. The incense we've got in, the spell candles. There's lots going on. So if you fancy it, go on and check it out. Just go onto the shop at annavere.co.uk and just click on the shop option, or I'll make it easy for you. I will pop it in here. There you go. So that's the shop. Otherwise, the only other thing I'm going to put out there is that I have got space for commissions for the soul art paintings for September. So if you do want to look into them, you can click on this page on the website and have a look at those and see what is going on. Okie dokie. So next one I'm going to move on to here, as Sam asked, is Balm for the Soul. So this is our monthly meditation session that you can book onto. It's £17 per person. It's limited to 10 spaces per session. and each guest will get a individual tarot and oracle reading. Then you'll be led through a themed meditation, which will take you into independent meditation. And while you're doing that, I do like distance healing and bringing in my guides, some channeling, and then you have time to journal. It's really, really lovely. And each time there's a theme for this one. And this month's theme is a body scan. So great for if you've got any aches and pains, anything that you just want to release any tension within the mind, within the body. Really, really, really good. So you can click onto that one. You can book a session. As I say, there's only 10 spaces. So if you want to get on there. And that one this month, I think it's on Thursday the 19th. Yes, Thursday the 19th is that one. So it's a week earlier because I'll be away. But if you want on, you can book on there. Soul Circle members as well. Don't forget, check out your hub because you do get your discount on that one for joining. So there you go. Amanda, cord cutting kit is awesome, amazing. I'm glad you like it, and you get like a lovely little set of crystals that you've got in the bag, and it's lovely. So if you do want that, check it out. Amanda, it's on at 8:30 on Thursday the 19th. So it generally lasts for about 90 minutes. So you'll get your cards done, and obviously the meditation will lead you through the body scan. It's just so good. I do love a good body scan. And then while you're doing your independent meditation, then I'll just send through like your healing, and a lot of the healing I've been doing lately has been quite strong, which is it's good. So if you're feeling a bit tense in the body, any aches, any pains, anything there, then yeah, do book into that if you're feeling like you need a bit of a release. Joanne's just logged on. Hello, my lovely. How are you? How are you doing? So good. Sarah's felt amazing since the cord cutting. Oh, I'm glad to hear it. So yay. Oh, so those of you, and as well, what I'll say, I'm going to just take that off. If anyone has got any like reviews or anything that you want to put on, like if you go onto the main page, there is a review tab, and if you want to leave any feedback there, that would be much appreciated. Not that I'm asking for compliments, I'm not fishing, but obviously if you feel inclined to leave a little review, I would be most grateful. There you go. Your ankle feels better because of your amazing body scan on speed dial. Well, Sam, you've got the body scan in your hub, so you can kind of go in on that. You can listen in, but my shoulders, I need a massage and I need a chiropractor or something. I'm so tense in the shoulders. Lauren, oh, I love that. I love it. Oh, I'm loving that one. I'm feeling, right, Lauren, do you, oh no, we were talking names before, weren't we? Remember the name I told you before when you were having Ted? I feel like that one may be somewhere. So yes, there you go. But I'm gonna get into my next little thingy-mabobby now. Let me just bring up something on screen so I can show you first. Okay. I don't want the review because I haven't watched all of it yet. Okay. So this one, it's very much like, okay, let's make it like big. Okay. So those of you watching, Sarah, yes. That would be amazing. That'd be so good. But saddle sore. Yeah, I bet, Trudy. Wow. Sam, or maybe I'm feeling it so like literally like there, but on both sides it's just so tense. Lauren, I love it. Yes. Yay. Okay, so talking about like kind of my topic for the evening, and then I'll kind of finish on this. I don't know how long this will last. So the other night I started watching something on Netflix, and because I've seen a few posts about it, I thought, I'll give it a go. I'll try it out. I'm not a prude. I will watch this. So I clicked on it, and oh my god. So the I'll bring it up on screen. So what I've been watching is, I'm not a perv, Sex Life on Netflix. And wow, there is so much. I know it's called Sex Life, it should give it away, but there is so much sex in it. Like, there's literally like probably 90% of each episode is some sort of sexual activity. And if you've just logged on and you've not been on one of my lives before, you're either in or you're out. There's no in between. But yeah, this one, wow, I haven't watched all of it, so please do not put any spoilers on. I think I've maybe got 2 or 3 episodes left, but Jesus Christ, like, wow. So I started watching it the other night, and I was good. I watched 2 episodes, and I was like, right, okay, I will quit while I'm ahead. I will go to sleep. And then last night, Mark was working really, really late, so I like cruised through loads of episodes, and like I'm really into it. But then it kind of brought up the topic that I want to talk about. So those of you that haven't seen it, so the main character, so Billy, the woman you see at the front, so she is married to Connolly, who's the guy on the right, which is in the blue suit, and he is the loveliest man, and they have a wonderful marriage. But then you've got Brad, the guy on the left, who's like a bad boy ex, and they have this like amazing, like really raunchy sex, and there's literally like flashbacks of it the whole way through. There is so much sex. And then she's fantasizing, she's writing in her journal, and then the husband reads the journal, and then it kind of goes from there. And a lot of it is that I'm not going to say anymore because I don't want to spoil it for you all, and plus I haven't watched all of it yet, so I don't want any spoilers. But kind of the idea of it is that she's in this happy marriage, she's in this happy life, but she's Amanda, an overactive sacral. Yeah, I'll say. Yes. Oh, so Brad in the shower. Oh my God. If you have seen this, the scene of Brad in the shower, wow, there's like full frontal stuff going on there, and it's not tiny, it is not small, it is like an elephant. But anyway, it's literally like halfway down his leg. I was like, what the fuck? But anyway, yeah, so straying from the point. So basically Billy is at this point where she's in this really happy, loving marriage. She's got 2 wonderful kids, but then she's like reliving her younger days. Like, she's thinking back to like 10 years ago, how things were. She was a party animal, she was out, she was living with her best friend Alex. It's honestly, I was looking at it and I was like, whoa, like, whoa. So I wouldn't say I was in disgust. I think it was sheer shock, absolute shock at, I've never seen, and I'm going to say the word, I have never seen a penis so big. Yes, I was lost for words. But getting back to Billy, so the topic that I was thinking of is kind of reminiscing back on like 10 years ago. Like, her life was completely different, and she's very much she's settled down. She's living in the suburbs now after being in New York City, like living this party life. And it got me to thinking, kind of, a lot of us, like, we always either want more or we want to go back. And I just wanted to kind of touch on the topic of, like, are we truly happy? Are we like constantly trying to achieve something that's either never going to be again? Or Alex, I'm sorry, but like, cover your ears. I won't talk about it anymore. I won't talk about it. Okay, I won't talk about his pee. So yeah, it's very, very raunchy. I would definitely not watch it with any, like, definitely not children, but do not watch it around any family members who are not your partner. It will make for very, very uncomfortable viewing, like completely uncomfortable viewing. Lauren, yes, it's not surprising. And so yeah, it got me thinking, like, thinking back, like, if you think back 10 years, like, how do you feel in that comparison with you now? Do you, like, kind of, are you longing to go back there? Because Billy gets almost obsessive in the fact of, like, reliving this relationship she was in, reliving like her party, like her glory days, I suppose. And she ends up in a bit of a crisis. Like, she's, everything in her life is perfect, but it's really, it's actually quite an interesting perspective to watch it, like seeing that crisis coming back, and from a woman's perspective as well. Amanda, don't. I literally, as soon as I come off here, I'm going to watch it tonight. I'm going to finish it tonight. So I need to know what happens. But yeah, the perspective that actually, because she has got such an insatiable sexual appetite, and I actually quite like the fact that it was portrayed like that as a woman, because I think as a man, like, there's so many stories, movies, TV shows where like the man is just wants it all the time, where he's doing this and doing that, and he's fantasizing about other people. And I think to have it, the main character as a woman, from a woman's perspective, being a mother that's kind of second guessing herself, her identity's gone, and it's very much, it does make you think, whether you're a mother yourself or whether you're not. It's just a case of like thinking back to you, who you were. And sometimes when we look back, we sometimes have those rose tinted glasses on, and you kind of be, oh, I wish I could go back there, and it glazes out all of the shit, all of the bad stuff. Just reading all your comments. Oh, Alex, oh. Oh, I love it. You two are such a great couple as well. Like, you're both absolutely amazing. And I do, but yeah, let me know in the comments like how you're feeling. Like, if you were to look back like 10 years from now, how are you feeling about we can read the comments back on, yeah. Yeah, like, how are you feeling if you were to look back 10 years? How do you feel in comparison now? How do you feel? Kind of, are you happy where you are? And I don't mean this like this, I don't want this to be triggering for anyone, but in a sense of, sometimes we lose sight of the shit that we went through to be where we are now, and we could be in like an amazing place, like where Billy is, and she's got this, like, she's thinking back, and then you kind of think, well, when it comes to it, if you were to be back there, it probably wouldn't be as good as it is anyway. And it's just kind of that mindset. But also, like, this is like a topic that I'm going to tickle this evening, but it's something that I want to really get deeper into on a future live. So like talking about like that sexual appetite and how she's really like kind of thinking about all the stuff that she was doing and she doesn't necessarily do it, she doesn't get it now, and into that sacral energy and into that woman's like sexual power. And chatting with my friend Catherine recently about a lot of this as well, and like all of the sacral stuff, the yoni. And I feel like as women, we need to step more into our sexual power. And this is something that I've been like, I'm in an R in whether to talk about on a live, because I didn't know how it was going to be received. And anyone that knows me well knows that I'm not a prude whatsoever. I'm not a prude at all. But I do feel like it's important even to just like give ourselves permission to be not necessarily sexual, but sensual, and to give ourselves that power back. Because a lot of the time, like over the years, I suppose women have grown to think like, I don't know. This feels really awkward because I don't know exactly who's watching, but you know what I mean? Like over the years, it's kind of been like it's a man thing, and I feel like women, we need to take back our power. We need to give ourselves permission to be in that state of mind, in that physical state of being, and also as well to embrace our sexuality, to embrace what we've got, our power, like all the things that we're given. Like we haven't got those nasty dangly bits. Like we've got a powerhouse of stuff going on in here. I'm just reading your comments and whatnot. I don't need to go back. Happy moving forward. Yes, exactly. I think you look back and think, what if it happened? Like Sliding Doors. Yes, I love that film, Sliding Doors. It's amazing. So yeah, a lot of you agreeing with me as well. And I do want to kind of deepen the conversation into this, maybe on a later live where I've got more more time. But even like talking about stuff like periods, talking about vaginas, talking about our sexual organs, talking about all of this stuff that has become taboo. But why? Why has it come taboo? Because maybe men told us that it's gross and we shouldn't talk about it. But like, fuck men. Okay, like there may be a man watching, but this is a female space. And if you're a man in this space, I would hope that you would respect that as women, what we're talking about. So it's not just embracing being sexual, it's about embracing being a woman, embracing being like your feminine power. And Amanda says tantric energy is highly powerful, great manifesting tool. You don't need a man. No, you don't. And we hold so much power in our bodies, and as women, like everything that our body does, like our natural cycles, how our cycles, like we can be in tune with the moon, and we're amazing. We are so amazing. And we are obviously we need a man to reproduce, but apart from that, we're pretty self-sufficient. Like, we're good. I'm right. But I just kind of want to put feelers out there, like talking about these subjects, getting deeper into the more taboo subjects of being a woman, and talking about, like I say, talking about periods, talking about things like period poverty, or talking about how our cycles work with the moon. I'd love to get people in, like guests, to talk on this, and almost like get a panel in to talk about this kind of stuff, because I think it's really, really important. So like sometimes, like, it doesn't bother me now. I used to go to the shop, and if I was buying like pads or tampons or anything like that, I would put them in my trolley or in my basket, and I'd hide them under stuff. I'd be embarrassed that I was buying like sanitary products. And now it's like, actually, no, why should I hide? Like, why should I be embarrassed? Like, I'm not going to go out bleeding in the street, but look how everyone's engaged. Great talk. Yeah, I didn't expect this. I thought that people were going to be like, really like, oh, fuck that. And then you're all going to leave. But no, it's good. I like this. And yes, Sarah, that's a point that I want to come to as well. So talking about like embracing our sexuality and coming into this, like slut shaming as well. Like if you don't do it, then they're going to slag you off. They're going to say the things. But if you do it, then you're all of these names. And it's like, where do we find a happy medium? Like, really, where do we? And I think rather than trying to please everyone, that everyone's always going to have something to say. So doing what feels good to you. And you don't need to justify yourself to anyone. You don't need to answer to anyone. You don't need to live by anyone else's rules. And Jules, I'm just reading your comment. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. And again, so with this series, Sex Life, it like sheds light on women having these desires, having these needs. It's not just about the man. And because her husband Connolly is very much, like, to use the word, quite vanilla, and he's such a nice guy, and he's so lovely, but he's not as exciting. And then he reads her journal and then starts trying to recreate the stuff that she used to do with Brad, and it just doesn't really go down too well. But like I say, like shedding light on the fact that women do have these needs, these desires. And I think it's actually quite good that it's been put out into the spotlight, because a lot of the time we're just kind of, we need to shush and just do whatever we do, or anything like this, like it's like, oh, gross, or oh, you can't talk about that. And I think actually, no, it's time that we do talk about this. And to be honest, I used to talk about it. I used to work for Ann Summers. I used to do the parties and whatnot. So quite frequently I would talk about this, and I'd be like showing everyone everything. And I'm not prude at all to talk about sex and to talk openly about it. I'm seeing the numbers are going up now. So in talking about this, I just hope that this is maybe not finishing the conversation this evening, but starting the conversation, and opening space for us to facilitate where we can talk more about these topics. I'm just reading through all your comments coming through. I'll just have a look. Goddess power, things anti-men. Yes. So we need to have both, but then also needing to have the masculine and the feminine. But then as well, we need to embrace both. We need to embrace us as we are and put it out there, because we've been conditioned to think and believe that a lot of this stuff, we shouldn't talk about it, or that it's disgusting, or it's unnatural, it's unsavory. And it's just like, who said that? Who made us think that this was the norm? It's not. I feel like we should be open and honest about it. Obviously, you're not going to sit down next to someone at the bus stop and just be like telling them about like what you've been up to in the bedroom. Like, yeah, you've got to have some sort of like boundaries and morals. But I do think there needs to be less of a taboo around this subject. Really, really do. Women peak in their 40s, men peak in their 20s. Oh, do they? Oh, that's interesting. Well, I've still got a little while left, so we should have toy boys. That's obviously why Madonna's on the case. Madonna's going for it. All they do, yeah, we grow the baby. Yeah. So Catherine and Lex, two of my friends, we often talk about starting a women's commune and just living just women. We don't really need men. They can be there if we want them, but we don't need them. And just having a commune, living off the land, and just being a tribe of women that are just there together for each other. Not necessarily sexually. Obviously, it can. Yeah, I'm all for that if it's there. But that sounded really pervy. But I think to have a community of women where you can openly speak about these things, where you can openly celebrate our bodies, express how we're feeling within our bodies, and to be quite open to it. And I think it's a lovely thing. I really, really do. Yeah, back to the church, all of the conditioning, yes. And like about being the good housewife and not doing that. Even if you kind of go back to the 50s and the 60s, all of the like all of this kind of Stepford wives stuff, that the wives are perfect in the kitchen and they put out when they need to. Like sometimes you see on Facebook coming up these manuals for the wives from the 50s and 60s about how to keep husband happy, and you read it like, what the, like, no, absolutely not. So I am all for like team feminist here. Yeah, Stepford wives. And it is just, it doesn't need to be like that. Like, we've been conditioned, and this is me stepping into, I'm not anti-men at all. I absolutely love men. Alex, now that, right, okay, Alex, that is an amazing comment. I'm going to come back to that. Yes. So yeah, I'm not anti-men at all, but I do definitely think that over time, like, we've been conditioned by the men to be a certain way, to be pleasing to them, to pander to them. And now that we're talking about these things, we're more open, and like feminism is kind of really rising, like probably since like the late 80s, early 90s, like more so. Obviously, there's a lot of it like going back way back, but obviously more prominently in this day and age. And almost people are like disgusted or really irritated by it. And it's like, why shouldn't we celebrate being a woman? Like, why not? But Alex, so your comment, hard to have a healthy woman community though. Jealousy and competition is unreal sometimes. Yes, it is. But so this, I feel, is women that are not uneducated, but women that have not found themselves yet. Because I feel like Amanda says, only unempowered women and conditioned. Yeah, so quite often when you've got women that are truly and not just fake spiritual, not just pretending to be some guru that's aligned and shit, like when women have truly found themselves, that they're truly aligned, comfortable with who they are, where they're at, then they begin to bond with other women. And a lot of it, I was chatting to Catherine about this the other day, it comes back to the witch wound. And going back to kind of thinking like the days of the witch trials and whatnot, obviously a lot of us have like that going back to the kind of the patriarchal thing with this side of it, but also the witch wound about the women against women. And going back there, obviously all these women were getting persecuted and whatnot for being witches, and to save themselves, they'd throw other women into the fire. They'd put other women, like they'd grass each other up. And hang on, I feel like I'm definitely clearing blockages here. So it kind of goes back into that witch wound, like the fear of you being persecuted, so you put someone else in the way instead, so they take the fall. And there is that trauma, like past life trauma, ancestral trauma coming forward, and it is there, and it's very much relevant with the jealousy, with the competition, the gossip. And I feel like it's a very uncomfortable woman that behaves in such a way. So when you talk about kind of having like a women's community, if it was a community of women who were more enlightened, more aligned, and more so kind of happy with themselves and in tune, and this is, yeah, I do feel like it is more of a spiritual thing. Women that have come to kind of work with the energies, appreciate the earth, the beings all around them. I think actually you could have a really, really special community, because by this point you would be like, gratitude is like one of the highest vibrations, and you would be so kind of, you'd be very grateful for everything that you've got. We'll talk about like kind of having this community, living off the land and everything, and you're generating, you're in your own vibe. And I feel like there wouldn't be any of that feeling there, because there wouldn't need to be. I feel like everyone would be happy and comfortable. But then again comes the thing of like, why does war ever start? It's either like love or money, and there's that level of greed. So it kind of depends. Any kind of competition as such, I suppose it would depend on anything, kind of any relationship rivalry that would be in there. So let's have a, there you go. Michelle always tried to bond women. Yeah. And funnily enough, so for years and years, I always said I get on with guys better than I do with girls. And I convinced myself, and I was like, yeah, I don't get on with girls. But it's because I wasn't truly being who I am. And equally, I was around people that weren't stepping into their own self either. So we were just literally like bouncing off each other, like opposite ends of the magnet, just like, whew, like that resistance there, and it just wasn't gelling together. So I just instantly thought, okay, maybe I'll just bond better with men. And then that came with connotations itself, because then like stuff was getting said and whatnot, and I was like, okay. But now obviously I've got the amazing soul circle, I've got you ladies watching, and I feel so comfortable with women, because I'm comfortable with who I am. And I feel like a lot of it, anytime any gossip, any shit talk, anything, when a woman is being a complete like asshole to another woman, I do feel like the problem lies with her, not the woman that she's judging. So there is a lot of work to be done, and I hope that through myself doing the work I do, and others that are doing similar work, that we do enlighten and awaken women to come to a state of, like, I suppose, of harmony. It sounds really, really cheesy, but to come to a point of feeling quite harmonious, quite happy. I don't want to use the word comfortable, but happy and actually grateful to be at a point where they're at, and where there's not necessarily any fear, where they've found their confidence, they've found like their true calling, and they're just like super happy to be where they are. And I say super happy, like we all have our down days, and I'm not going to say it's going to be perfect from the offset, but like as a general sense, like you do get to a point where you get down, like further down your journey, and you're like, yeah, like I've embraced me, I'm doing what feels good to me without giving a shit what anyone else thinks, and actually it feels good. It feels really, really, really good. So yeah, I'm just going to read through comments. That's what we have in the soul. Yes. So in the soul circle, we've got such an amazing community of women, and we're just there for each other without judgment, without shit talking, and it's nice. It is really, really, really nice. So Alex, you are very, very welcome. Most welcome. Yes. So religion or politics, true. But like kind of age-old, a lot of it, like love, money, greed, because a lot of politics is can go back to greed, perhaps money. Religion, I'm not going to comment on religion, because I feel like I'll end up going down a path of something else, which I'm not getting on that one. Let's have a look. Those male friends. Okay. Yeah, and I think it's good for women to be around other women, and actually, like, biologically, we need men to, is it procreate? Is that the word? Like, we need men to make the babies, but like, I'm gonna put, I think more women should be with women. I really, really do. And like, I said it to Mark's like, oh, if we ever split, you get another guy. And I was like, actually, no, to be honest, if I split with you, I would probably be with a woman for the rest of my days. And I would. I really, really would. And I feel like actually there's been a big, and Alex, I don't want to kind of talk on your behalf, but for me, kind of, I do feel like things are opening up more for women to be more open about themselves, about their sexuality and whatnot. And I do feel like it's a good space to come into. And for me, yeah, it's something that actually, a topic that I wasn't going to talk about, but I'm going to mention it because I feel like it's on a topic. So I'm not, yeah, I've been with Mark for 11 years this month. We've got 2 children, but I would not associate myself, I would not say that I am straight. I have been with women before, and I would be with women again. It just so happens that I found a very happy relationship with a man. And I feel like there doesn't have to be like, you have to be this or you have to be this. I feel like it's very much like, who sets these rules anyway? And I don't actually, part of me thinks that's probably not a shock to anyone watching. Like, I'm quite open and honest with it. It's just not really something that I've just kind of blurted out on a live before. Not because I don't want to talk about it, but it's just never really come up in conversation. But I do think that women should be with women. They really, really should. And I just feel like there's such an intimate connection there. Not, and I don't mean that like by way of sexual connection, like sexual connections, women, but yeah, but it's spot on. It's not like Brad off his Sex Life with his giant dick, but no, it's good. But like that level of intimacy, that level of connection, like a woman and a woman, it's, I can't speak on behalf of a man and a man, but I feel like that is coming from a real, I don't know, I can't speak on behalf of a man. I don't really kind of know what that energy's like, but from a woman's one. Alex, women are too emotional during jail gang every month. Oh my god, I love that comment. That comment wins. That comment absolutely wins. I'm going to bring that up. So yeah, I'm not like kind of, I'm not promoting that you all like leave your partners and go get with a woman. That's not what I'm saying. But I just feel like there needs to be more space for women to be around other women. Not necessarily sexually, but just Linda, turkey baster. Oh, I love it. Yeah, I just feel like we need to hold more space for women as women. 3 weeks, okay. Red tent week must be for, yeah. It would, yes. And obviously when you, it's kind of, it falls into a similar flow. Like when you're around other women, it kind of, the flow becomes around the same time. And again, like moon cycles, I have got, so there's a lady, a wonderful lady that I connect with. Her name is Genevieve, and she talks a lot about moon cycles and how your period and your cycle kind of, it goes through seasons, and how that kind of goes in with the moon and how it all connects. And I'm not going to kind of say to you it's this and this, because I don't know the exact ins and outs of it all, but she is really, really wonderful. She's called Genevieve McGee, and her teaching, she talks about womb alchemy and soul whispering. She's absolutely wonderful. Really, really, really wonderful. Emergency section, my youngest, because see, I had Levi was a emergency section, and then Imogen was a natural birth. So there you go. But yeah, that's that was a bit of unexpected that came out for the evening. But I just kind of going back to that sex life thing about women embracing that sexual side of themselves. Even if you haven't got a partner, like, it's okay to have desires. It's okay to feel like you you want. It's okay to act on those desires as well, because like those bits are there for a reason. Those bits are there for a reason. Sam's asking womb alchemy. So I don't, it's not my area of expertise, so I don't want to explain it wrong, but a lot of it is to do with healing like trauma with like within the womb, physical trauma or anything that you're holding in there, and bringing about that special like divine feminine connection. But that's kind of all I can say on it, because it's not my level of expertise and I wouldn't want to explain it wrong. But Genevieve McGee is absolutely wonderful. She's got a group called the Circle of Compassion, and she's incredible. I'm going on one of her retreats next month, which I'm so excited about. So there we go. So that was that. But like womb rights, you think so? I think so. Yeah, follow, because she hasn't got a page. Actually, she's got a website. I'll put her website on, and you can check her out there. But her work she does is just absolutely gorgeous work. She's just so wonderful. There you go. Oh, I shall have them posted. So I'll be packing bits up tomorrow. And any orders that go through tonight, I will pack them up tomorrow and hopefully get them posted tomorrow, so they will be with you Thursday or Friday this week. So yes, if you do want anything in the shop, do pop on and order it either tonight or this morning, so you don't miss that next one. Sam, so the link for her website is, there you go. Oh no, there you go. So that's Genevieve's one. So I feel like I went off on a tangent there, and I was just going to talk about sex life and about women like embracing their desires and kind of looking back at 10 years ago, how you feel in the transition now, and that kind of escalated a little bit. But I'm glad we had that conversation, because now I feel like I can bring in more organized conversations on those topics. So there we go. But let me know how you're all feeling after that. Let me know your views on anything that I've said. But yeah, I don't think that we should deny ourselves. I don't think that we should not do certain things because people say that we shouldn't. Like, why not? Like, if you like something, you like something, or if you're kind of feeling like you want to do something, then you do it. I'm all for empowering the woman. So that didn't feel as ranty tonight. I wasn't like dishing out tea or anything, but it's something that I wanted to touch upon. And again, like I really want to have a special guest come on and maybe do some talk on like period poverty and maybe like eco products for the time of the month and whatnot. And also, don't forget, we have got, I'm just going to do a shameless little plug there, we have got the PMT bath salts and the PMT bath bombs in the shop as well. So if it is Angry Vagina Week, or what was it Alex called it, where have you gone? Like there's Red Tent Week, and then I can't find it. Oh no, I can't find it now. Oh, the comment's gone. Where's it gone? Red Army time, that's it. So yeah, I think it's really special to embrace us as women, not to feel like we are being shoved under the rug by a patriarchal system that just wants us to look pretty and not bring up any of the filth. Sam, yes, absolutely. And I'm really pleased to see, I think is it Scotland that have got, is it Scotland or Wales, have got free sanitary products available, which is absolutely amazing. But period poverty is something that I feel like you say, it shouldn't be going on in this day and age. And like when we were talking about, when I had Lou come on and she was talking about perimenopause and whatnot, and about the lack of support, the lack of things going on there. And yeah, Alex, I'm bringing that up. Screw beauty standards, eat pizza. Yes. Yeah, so when Lou was talking about like the lack of support for perimenopause and whatnot, and if it was a man's problem, there would be like, they'd be looking into it. And I think as well, like period poverty, if it was a man's problem, they would be looking into sorting it. They would be doing all the things to sort out period poverty. But it's just sad that there are women and girls out there who physically cannot afford sanitary products, and it is sad. Like, you can go out there, you can get free condoms to do sex. That's terrible. But you can get free condoms to have sex by choice, but you cannot get free sanitary products to have a period that you have no choice of. Well, obviously some places are introducing it now, but now is almost like it's too late. Lauren, oh, do you know, I've been really intrigued by them, and I do keep saying to myself, right, I'm gonna order one and see how I get on with it. And I think I'm just a bit nervous, but yeah, I'm very, very keen to try a moon cup. I think my fear is just about being out in public while having one. Pat, yeah, I thought it was Scotland or Wales. I couldn't remember which one, and it is amazing. And I think there needs to be more support out there that are taxed highly. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like, why should there even be a tax on them? Obviously that was a topic before about like the tampon tax, and it's stupid. Like, all these men in Parliament adding tax to things that we have no control. Like, we need this kind of stuff. It's stupid. But I am pleased to see there's lots more like eco-friendly and like reusable options coming out now, like moon cups, or you've got like the reusable pads that are obviously a lot of like handmade ones people are making, or you've got like the pants and whatnot, which it's good to have those options. I think a lot of the options on the market right now are, although they serve a purpose, I feel like they're quite outdated. And the trouble is, though, that they are the cheapest ones to buy. And like, you can buy a pack of pads in Tesco's for like 60p, which, yeah, like, if you are struggling, like, that is what you need. You don't want to be paying like 20 quid for a pack of 3 reusable pants, even though in the long run it will be cheaper. But it's just, yeah, I think we need to really push as a whole, like as a force of women, to really push for more support for period poverty, for more eco options for sanitary products, and to actually educate better. Because something that's kind of really like, so children are learning about the human body in school. They're doing the PSHE, but then the boys get taken out of the classroom and the girls learn about periods. And it's like, why? The boys should stay in the classroom. The boys should be learning about periods. Because some of the shit I've seen on Facebook lately, sorry, I'm getting into another rant now. Some of the shit I've seen on Facebook lately, men are so like uneducated about the female body, about our cycles, about our anatomy, and it's fucking like surprising. It really, really, really is. And I'm like, how can they be so uneducated? Susan, good evening to you. You have caught us on a, yeah, hopefully you don't mind talking about womanhood and periods and all of that stuff, because that is what we're chatting about right now. So please do feel free to hang out if you want to stay. But yeah, I do think it's wrong that boys are taken out of the classrooms when girls learn about periods, and they say, oh, it's so the girls don't get embarrassed. And it's like, well, actually, no. I think boys need to be learning these things. And equally as well, this is me like getting into a whole other rant, and I was planning on heading off, but I've got 10 minutes. I'm going to hang out for 10 minutes. I'm going to say my piece. So equally, boys learning about periods, but like, I think as well, like, we need to teach our men, we need to teach our boys. We don't want to teach women that they have to hide it. We don't want to teach women that they need to play it down, like it's gross, that men don't want to know. But men should be aware of it. It's a natural thing. It's not disgusting. Like, it's something that happens naturally in the body. Like, we all know how we shit and how we piss. So it's just like a natural occurrence. And you don't, like, when you're learning about the digestive system in school, you don't like split the children up in case they get embarrassed when they're talking about having a poo. Like, it's just natural. So I think it's only right that boys should have to sit in on the lessons when they're learning about periods. I really, really, really do. Absolutely do. Discussions on why can't women just get periods when they want to have children? Boys get. Yeah, it's surprisingly like children in schools when they're asking questions like that, fair enough, because then they're asking, so they're learning. But then you've got grown men that literally know nothing about what is going on. And like Amanda says there, yeah, asking your partner, are they okay with it? Yeah, and I think like some men really freak out at it. And it's like, well, I think it takes like a really not a strong man, not a great man, not an amazing guy. I think it takes a normal man to be okay with it. If a guy's not okay with it, then he's an asshole. And it's, like there's so much credit being given to men these days that they're so great. They're such a lovely partner because they don't hit their wife. They're such a lovely partner because they do the housework. They're such a lovely partner because they look after the kids. And it's like, hang on, women have been doing this shit like standard, but this guy is getting all the praise because he's doing the bare minimum. It doesn't make him a great guy. It just makes him a normal human being. So I think while we're kind of moving into a state of equality and there is more equality coming in, we've still got a long way to go. We really, really got a long way to go. Alex can't shake and says we buy in bulk. Yeah, why not? Why not? Oh, I've got such an itchy nose again. Just reading some immature book. Yeah, absolutely. As before, it says Snapchat pics to make sure it gets. See, that's good. That is good that they can openly do it. And where was I? I was in Tesco's once, and I was down the sanitary aisle, but where they've got the makeup, and this guy was there, and he was looking at the makeup for his like he had his girlfriend or wife, whoever was on FaceTime. And he's looking at mascara going, but what flavour do you want? And I'm like, fair play to him for trying. Like, I think it's good that they make an effort, that they try. But again, it's like, it shouldn't have to be an effort as such. It should just be normal. It should just be as normal as saying, right, babe, will you go to the shop and buy me a packet of crisps? Like, just going, will you go to the shop and buy me some pads? Like, it shouldn't be icky. Like, it should be as normal, like I say, as going to buy a packet of crisps for your girlfriend, for your wife, whatever. Like, it's not gross. It's like, ooh. And you kind of, if a guy's buying it, it's obviously not for him. So there doesn't need to be any embarrassment there. And it just shows that he is a regular, normal guy that's not an asshole. So there we are. I feel like I've strayed from the topic, but again, conversations that need to be had are ones that we will be having much deeper in the future. But I do feel like I need a panel of people, or like someone that's actively campaigning, or someone to come in and talk about it that's more in the know than I am, because I am just a mere mortal in this world. I'm just a woman who has her cycle, that does her thing. So buying condoms, people get embarrassed too. Yeah, and I was kind of told if you're big enough to do it, you're big enough. Like, if you can do it, you shouldn't be embarrassed to buy condoms. So there you go. Get embarrassed buying your mum's incontinence pads. See, thing is though, so that is different, because to be honest, like, I have wet myself the odd time since having the kids. I'm not going to lie. Maybe this is something we should have as a man says, a period panel. Yes, we should have a period panel. We should have an incontinence panel as well, because I can surefire guarantee you I'm not the only woman here tonight that has accidentally pissed her pants since having children. And if none of you admits it, I know that you have. I know that you've pissed your pants. But you can keep it a secret if you want. I will speak on behalf. But I do feel like, actually, yeah, so truly with that one, I feel like there is a different connotation with like incontinence pads and periods, because like everyone knows that as a woman, like, it's pretty surefire, unless you've had like everything taken out so you don't have periods, or obviously if you've gone through menopause. Hello? Hello? Oh, I feel really creeped out. I feel really creeped out. So like my door just shook and the latch like moved up ever so slightly and went down, and I'm like, fuck. Anyway, Alex, tonight is amazing. I'm glad you think so. Yeah, I'm just thinking about you. Sneezed and became a human water pistol. Yeah, I've been there and done that. Embarrassing body rants. I'm gonna make an effort actually. So next Tuesday, we're gonna talk about like embarrassing bodies. I think we're gonna put it out there. We'll go from there. So female body parts being tools. Yes. So that's a very good. I admit it says sanitary pads, tenor pads. That yeah, I think so. You shouldn't be embarrassed to buy it, but I think there's that connotation, as I was saying, like it's pretty. Like everyone's like, okay, right, you're a woman, pretty likely you're gonna have a period, but then you don't want people to know that you're pissing your pants. So, Joanne, I don't know. There is no one there, but like the door rattled as if there was someone there, and it freaked me out a bit. So yeah, like an embarrassing bodies, or a kind of not to be embarrassed bodies. We're not going to be getting bodies out on camera. I will certainly not be getting any of my parts out. But talking about things that, from a perspective of not putting it on TV show and being embarrassed about it. I know, Alex. Yeah, I know. See, Alex, you're the psychic here now. You predicted that I was not gonna stay. I was not gonna come up early. Yeah, maybe doing a show where we talk about things that there's weird shit going on over there. Things that we feel are embarrassing but shouldn't be. That should be the normal. So maybe talking about like myself, if you suffer with bad skin, or anything else that's like that you worry about or that you feel embarrassed about, but also maybe like talking about some funny stories, so we know that we're not the only ones that go through it. Alex, yes, stretch marks should be normal. Absolutely. So my stretch marks are, I've got a really saggy belly, so with my section, my stretch marks, I've got like what I like to call a fanny apron. So I've got like loads of saggy skin and it hangs over my scar like a little apron, and my belly is like really, really wrinkly, like a granny, like a little granny foo. Actually, do you know what? I'm gonna show you mine. There you go. So there you go. I'm not embarrassed. This is my after baby belly. It is wobbly. It is stretch marky. There's my terrible tattoo that is now stretched to. See what I mean here? Like my scar sits there and it like hangs down. But I'm not embarrassed. That carried two children. I'm not embarrassed. But even stretch marks, even if you've not had children, because I think it comes like that connotation that you're going to get stretch marks when you've had babies. But no, stretch marks are like they're no more different, no more embarrassing than having a spot. It's just something that we get as humans, and it's not even just a female thing. Men get them as well, so why shouldn't? Yeah, great point, Alex. Like it should be normal because we all get them. We all do, unless you're one of those crazy superhumans that never get stretch marks. Then too much cake, loads and have no kids. See, exactly. And it's there we go. So there you go. I've showed you my mum tum now. But I'm not embarrassed by it. And actually, so for a while it was something carrying a pizza. I love it. For a long time, I was so self-conscious about my belly, and I was literally like properly saving up to have a tummy tuck because I absolutely hated it. And just my shape, my body, like all this loose skin, like hanging over at the side, and it looks called a gun. Oh no, yeah, mine. So I'm very small. I'm only 5'1", so I've got quite a little short torso. So when I have babies with a guy who's 6'2", then my babies are quite big, and because I've got short torso that way, the only way for them to grow is out. So I stretched a lot. So, and then I fell pregnant again when my first was 6 months old. So there wasn't much room for it to go back together. So there we are. I'm just reading comments. Just only got 2 stretch marks. Wow. So I think with Levi, I got to 34 weeks and I had 2 tiny ones just on my hips. And then all of a sudden they just come out of nowhere, just at the bottom of my belly. And I was like, oh no. Because like, not gonna lie, I had a pretty rockin' bod before I had the kids. I had quite a very surfboard tum. Also a surfboard like chest as well. I had no boobs at all, which is one thing I'm thankful for since having the kids. How long you have to carry the food, baby? Oh, well, elephants are pregnant for 2 years, aren't they? That's not me saying that that came out wrong, but I mean that I'm saying that some creatures can carry for a long time, but food, I think food you can carry forever. It's like they say, like pudding, like you have a separate stomach for pudding, don't you? You've got your dinner pudding. Your dinner pudding? What am I on about? Your dinner stomach, but then there's that separate stomach for your sweet treats, for your puds. So there's always room, always. Let's have a size 10. That kind of breech what we talked. So yeah, I was similar with Levi. I looked like I was so slim, and it just looked like I had an egg on the front. So I can't see the skin over it. Yeah, mine kind of hangs over there. That's why I was quite into wearing like tight, high-waisted, skinny jeans that like holds me in. But I'm quite into my baggy trousers at the minute, like my harems and whatnot. So that's much over from gaining, losing weight. Exactly. That is okay. We're not here to please anyone apart from ourselves. So as long as you're happy with you. And I think actually, funnily enough, I haven't necessarily lost weight recently, but I've become more confident and just kind of love myself a bit more. And I carry my weight better. And a few people have said it to me. They're like, I can tell, well, maybe I've lost a little bit of weight recently, but not a lot that's like massively noticeable. But a lot of people have said that I'm carrying myself better, and actually it makes you look better. It's not obviously like Shallow Hal, which slims you right down to like look like a supermodel. But when you're more confident, you carry yourself better. You can wear your clothes the way you want to. And it doesn't matter what size you are, as long as you're confident, it's special. It really, really is. Still at 18 views. That is so good. That is amazing. Because normally by this time we like dwindle down to about 6. So I'm really, really pleased that so many of you have hung out and stayed. But it's got you through a global pandemic. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So mine, I nearly died after having Levi. I caught MRSA in my section scar. So that was pretty fucking scary. So I lived through that. That was an achievement for me. Amanda, yes, when we are happier, we shine. We do. I love that. Sarah, we can go conscious. No, so I think if you're, this is kind of, I feel like this is patronizing for me because I struggled with body dysmorphia for quite a while, weight wise and like just my appearance in general, especially like my face, I really struggled with. But my weight on and off, and social anxiety as well, like a big worry about what people thought of me. So combined, it was just like, fuck. But I think whatever size you are, whatever scars you've got, whatever is on your body, I feel like the person that's meant to be around you, whether it's romantic, whether it's a friendship, family, the people that are meant to be around you will love you for you, not the way you look, not what's on your body. I think show me your boobs and you won't notice anything else. I love it. Carly, hello. Yeah, I think no matter what your size, your shape, what any scars, like whatever your appearance, I think we should really think about what our bodies have been through, and that they've carried us. They're a special capsule that can see if, oh no. Oh, Carly, did you come for the 3 o'clock one? Because it was absolutely peeing down. Oh no! Oh, I'm gutted now. Oh, yeah, we got rained off. The end of the 2 o'clock. At 2 o'clock, it absolutely peed down, and then they said that everything was all wet and nasty, and to to cancel the last one. I'm gutted. Oh, I would have loved to have seen you there. But yeah, as Susan says, they must love you for who you are. Exactly. And I think as well, like, it's only natural that we do get a bit paranoid about our bodies. So I'm not going to sit there and be like, just love yourself, don't be paranoid, because it's unrealistic. And I think, yes, there is a level of feeling worried about your appearance, especially when it's someone new. But if it's the right person, they will like you for you no matter what. But also, what I will say is enjoy it. Enjoy it and have fun. Lots and lots of fun. So, like Lauren says, yeah, partner loves my body more than I do. Yeah, and Mark's the same. Like, he will absolutely, like, he tells me how beautiful I am, and he constantly says, oh, I love you. And I'm like, for a while I was like, no. And now I'm kind of, I'm embracing it. So, like, obviously talking about like my body dysmorphia and whatnot, I literally every morning, probably every evening, I stand in front of the mirror and I just look at myself. And I used to I would pull myself apart terribly. Like, I would judge, I would literally try and squeeze my hips in. I would like suck myself in and be like, oh, do this, like stretch up, like put my boobs back in place. And I would literally, like, I would tear myself apart, like morning and night, looking at myself in the mirror. And now I'm feeling like I'm looking in the mirror and I'm seeing me as I am. Because I know that when I've been seeing myself before, it's almost like I've had that disassociation and I have been seeing myself differently. Whereas, like yesterday, when I looked in the mirror, I looked at Mark and I was like, I actually have quite a nice shape. And I was complimenting myself and I was like saying nice things. And actually, it rolls forward and it really, 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 it's helping me. It is. I think my biggest hang up at the minute, like I am overweight, but I'm happy. Like, I'm a size 14. I'm quite happy with that. I don't need to be a size 8 or a size 6. So the thing that I'm in at the minute is my face. My face is my biggest hang up. So I get very dry, I've got rosacea, I get like blotches, I get blemishes. That is my thing. But actually, I've just been getting to the point of I don't give a shit. People that like me, friends, family, they like me because I'm me. They're not going to just decide one day they don't like me if I've got dry skin and spots. So it's coming to that realization of, yes, you're being a bit hard on yourself, but at the end of the day, the people that love you the most, it's not going to matter to them. And anyone that judges you for something as stupid as that is not worth having in your life anyway. So there we go. We are who we are, beautiful ladies. Exactly. Carly, oh no. So the children's meditation at Avebury, so that was organised by a national trust, and they're talking about doing it maybe again through the holidays. But so before COVID, I was doing local children's meditation sessions once a month in Pewsey. But I'm looking at venues for running them again, hopefully in Collinbourne or nearby, doing the adults one and the children's one separately. Looking into doing that, which is very, very exciting because I love doing children's meditation. It's really, really special, and I love working with children as well, so I love it. Just reading mentally beaten from last edition. Yeah, no, it's hard, isn't it, when stuff like that happens and it just kind of it gets ingrained in the mind. But be confident and you will shine through. You really, really will. See adverts with big pants that hold everything in. Can you imagine a shot the guy having to take it off? I've seen some of them. I swear some of them adverts are fake. They must be fake. I bought some of them TikTok leggings. You know, the ones that are meant to make your bum look really big and toned and perky. Yeah, if you've got a big butt already, don't buy them. They're really comfy, but they literally just make your butt look massive. So if you've got a small bum, like, yeah, go for it. But if you've already got a big bum, prepare to own it, girl, because that butt is going to be out there. So, Lauren, you're off. Bless you. Yes, I'm going to be heading off shortly as well because I've just realised the time. It's Bridget Jones and nothing. I love it. I love it. So, Jules, good night to you, my lovely. Right, so I am going to call it a night. Linda, yes. Sometimes people think the grass is greener if I know it isn't. Absolutely. Absolutely. So I've enjoyed tonight and just chit-chatting. This is what I like. I really, yes, like the waffle ones. Yeah, they make my butt look massive, huge. So mix a lot. Big butts, yes. So yeah, it's been lovely tonight, just hanging out, chatting, and this is what I love to do. Obviously, I'll do the cards at the beginning, but what I will say is, yes, if you're in the Soul Circle, do check out your hub because there is weekly guidance in there for this week, and you've got your monthly guidance for August in there as well. And it's 11:11, so I'm going to call that time to end on a high. So I'm glad you've enjoyed it this evening. Hopefully I've given you some inspiration, and also if you haven't watched Sex Life on Netflix yet, get on it, but just do not watch it around any family members, and maybe watch it around your partner, but just prepare to pounce on each other afterwards. But yeah, there you go. So lots and lots of love to you all. It's been an absolute pleasure, as always. I enjoy being here Tuesdays with you. I will be here next Tuesday night, 9 p.m, and also on Derek's next Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. However, the Tuesday after that, I will not be around because I'll be away. Oh, will I? No, I won't. No, I'll be back. No, that's good. Okay, I'm chatting shit. We're good. We are good. Okay, so lots and lots of love to you all. Mwah. Look after you. Have a great week ahead, and be gentle with yourselves, and just enjoy the rest of this week. So lots of love to you all, and night. Don't forget as well, check out the shop and the bits on there. Right, I'm off. I will catch you later. Bye.